Hi, I'm Babil and I'm shooting for Grazia. Well, there are two dominant memories. The first one, this Baba told me that when I was very, very young, like how old? Like 3, 4 years old, I would gather children in any park I went to, especially in New York when they were shooting for Namesake. And I would gather children, I would make them sit around me and I would perform for them. And this he told me later when he started to realize that I wanted to become an actor. And the second one was when I was in the 8th grade, I did a play called Comedy of Errors by Shakespeare. And Comedy of Errors, and nobody was laughing, even though we were doing the play really well. And then nearing the second half of the play, I went on stage again, forgot all my lines, and I started improvising in Hindi. Shakespeare play, I was improvising in Hindi, and suddenly everybody started laughing. And the moment I got the reaction from the audience, I didn't care if they were laughing at me or with me, I didn't care. But the fact that they were laughing and there was a response from the audience, I think that moment was pure magic for me. Probably a musician, no? Definitely, yeah. But I wanted to be a sportsman, yeah. I played cricket and I got really good at it. Then I got selected into teams and I was a left arm fast bowler and I ruined my shoulder. And that was a major hit. Quit playing cricket. Grew up, got into football. Went to Portugal, went to Sweden to play, started taking it seriously, and I tore my ligament like 3 times. Couldn't play football. Came back, and then I started to realize that maybe that's not my journey and that's not my path. And then I got into music, but I don't know, acting was always, that feeling that I had got in the 8th grade was so dominant within me that that's something I wanted to explore more. And I didn't want to, I think because music was such like a lighthouse in the storm, you know. I wanted to keep it sacred for me. I didn't want to do it as a profession. And yeah, so I got into acting. Yeah, I just said no. Like, I learned how to play the guitar and I learned how to sing to make friends, because I was a very emotional guy. Like, I would become friends with women easily, but guys wouldn't be friends with me. I thought I had to be cool, and to be cool, I learned how to play the guitar. And when I learned how to play the guitar, I still didn't make friends. And after that, I guess it's funny how I learned music to make friends, and then music became kind of my only friend. And every time, you know, I would be going through something, just reflecting upon myself, I think music was one tool that I used to express and to feel what I'm going through. About the film industry, I don't know, I don't think he taught me many things from the film industry. Actually, he kept me very, very far from it and the circus of it. But he taught me a lot of lessons about life in general, you know, like just so many things, just every day, anything that I'd be going through, he would teach me a perspective to look at it. And I think that those teachings in itself transcend into, you know, how you go about the film industry. And it's more like how you stay true to yourself, even though this profession requires a lot of, you know, of you having to become something that is required of from your job. And I think doing that and staying true to yourself, I guess I'm finding that balance through his teachings. In my teenage years, I would just say like, why are you so scared? You know, because I feel like if I had confronted the desire and the passion to become an actor, and if I wasn't scared of who my father was and the legacy and the pressure of it, then I would have told him way earlier. And I think we would have had time to do a lot of things together. But then again, life does its things, and it makes its journey, and puts you through it for whatever reasons that only life knows. And I think me kind of feeling like, oh, I should have done this earlier, I should have done that earlier, I guess that was just not life's plan. And at the end of it, you just have to surrender to the plan of life and not your plan, Oh, Nitin is going to be so upset. This. Because every time I'm overthinking, I do this. And I can't, because it's just so satisfying. It's like popping bubble wrap. It's like you make the perfect curl and then you pop it. I'll tell you why it was not that challenging, because I had been running away from my desire to act for so long that after Baba passed, that feeling of how temporary life is, and how we intend to put this kind of permanence on it, that it'll go on forever and there's so much time we have, and we'll do it tomorrow. I think after Baba passed, that got so clear in my head that it's gonna go away like that. So by the time I made that decision, there was no doubt in my head. I knew that, it was time, it was way beyond time, and I had to take the step, and I took it. But I got my degree because I was studying film, and I was good at the essays, I was good at the theory, so I got enough credits in just the first 2 years, and they sent me the degree because they said, you have enough credits. So I got my degree after dropping out. No, because I think the moment I would look into the crystal ball to see my future, the future would change. Because the future is changing every second, right? Every decision you make changes your future. And I think I would look into the crystal ball, see my future, know my future, and then make the decisions that are not going to lead me to that future. So I think no, because it will change the moment I see it, My unfilteredness, just my rawness, I think it's gotten me into trouble, because I guess I'm part of a profession where you have to keep a lot of things in, and I'm an emotional bubble, so I burst anytime and then I get myself into trouble.